lesson 2.2, the Four Horsemen. So first of all, the students need to remember what are the Four Horsemen and why they lead to divorce. Charadenery, there is a video explanation linked in the unit plan if you want to know how to play this. It's just a mix of charades and Pictionary. Review yesterday's homework. By the way, there is in the video tutorial for this, there's a tip on how to save you work and getting the students actually engaged more by coming up with the terms themselves. That's that paragraph there. They should choose a term that everyone should know but might not think to write. Okay, let's see, did they have any interesting discussions? I love parent-teacher conferences because, I have parents always say, oh, the things my son, we talk about at the dinner table, and that's kind of what inspired that homework task. Because, a lot of my students, I would have no idea they talk about psychology at home, but they do. All right, here, get students to guess. They learned about stonewalling, demand withdrawal. This is one of 4 negative ways couples communicate. Gottman calls it toxic acid for love. 1 minute with their partner, can they guess the other 3? And I just have no way, I don't think they're going to be able to do this at all, but it's just to get them thinking, right, engaged. And here are the 4, and then just time to, actually, Gottman himself is going to explain them. Does quite a good job in this video. Students can write down notes while they're fresh in their mind, and then the slides for the chalk talk, and the 5-1 rule. I used to do this every time early in our marriage when I would come home late or do something silly. I'd have to do 5 things to make up for it. Now I've settled down with 3 kids, but we don't do the 5-1 rule anymore. I don't know if my wife's happy about that or not. Anyway, more oversharing from Trav. Your choice. Now here, I've tried to give students the choice. They're going to make an educational resource. So, the way I'd hook students into this is that, look, this is really powerful knowledge. We can help save relationships. We can help save marriages. But we have to educate people. We have to get the word out there about these 4 horsemen. And they can make the educational resource. They can act it out in a video. They can write a fictional story. They can draw a cartoon strip. Or they could do a podcast. One interviewer and one is one of the Gottmans, John or Julie. All right, so given the time, there is space in the workbook for planning and writing down notes and getting things organized. And then time to present. That was the most creative way I could think to get them engaged in the 4 horsemen. But it's pretty simple content. I think it sticks, without too much effort. But if you've got better ideas, let me know. And then homework tonight, we listen to Julie Gottman. Anytime I explain Gottman's research, John Gottman's research to my wife, she always says, I want to hear from his wife and what she thinks. So anyway, there you go. You can hear from Julie Gottman herself. All right. Now, we need cognitive explanations for relationships, which, by the way, the guide makes we don't know, and we're not sure if that's cognitive explanations for why relationships begin, what changes them, why they end. It's just cognitive explanations. That's the term. So we're going to look at cognitive explanations for why the relationships end. The first one's locus of control.